Good afternoon, Facebook family, friends. This is Mike Sneed coming to you. Last week I tried to do a video, but the sound was messed up, update, so I had to kind of take that one down because you couldn't hear anything. Well, what I was talking about last week, I started going over my numbers for the house that I was actually going around and rehabbing, and I looked at it. I had spent almost a little over $3,000 just removing trash. And that was really starting to blow my budget because I'm only halfway through. The trash I removed was the trash that I used during the demo, and I haven't even started to put the trash back for the trash as far as me putting the house back together. So I already was at 3,000, and I probably would have another 2,000 if I would have kept on the same way. Because every time they come and pick up your that little trash bin I have, it was costing me anywhere between $700 to $1,000. It's $500 every time they come and just hook up to it, and then you would have to pay the trash fees for your tonnage, which would have been anywhere between $250 to $300, maybe $400, depending on what I had in there. So what I'd done, I had to find a way to get my trash bill down, and I sat around and I thought about it. And what I thought to do, I said, well, I'll go buy me a little small dump bed truck that's about the same size as my trash compactor. And I could park that out there beside my house and just have the guys fill that up. And once they get filled up, we can just drive that to the landfill and dump it. So today I came out to the auction, and North Carolina State Surplus Auction, and I saw a truck that was up for bid, and I actually purchased it today. So it's a little dump bed truck. It has about 28,000 miles on it. I've tested out. I had my mechanic look at it. We looked at the hydraulics. Everything is fine on it. I'm just gonna have to take it home and actually do some painting to it and paint it up over the holiday weekend, and we'll be ready to go. So I'm going to let you look at the truck we just purchased for a couple of $1,000s. Let me turn this around. Okay, here go the truck. This is what you can get for a couple of $1,000s. It looks kind of like Han Solo said about his spaceship. I know it looks rough, but it has what you need where it counts. Same thing with this truck. It only has 28,000 miles on the engine, and the dump bed works fine. It has a steel bed. It has a 7.3 engine in it. The engine is super strong. So this is what I done. I went out and I bought this truck, so I no longer gonna have to pay for them to actually dump my trash. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna park this out beside the house. I'm gonna paint it this weekend. This weekend I'm gonna take a steel brush and brush off the rust, clean the rust off the top. And I'm going to put primer on it and paint it, and I'll let y'all see it once I get done over the weekend painting it, and it's going to look really good after I get it cleaned up. And I'm going to take this truck and actually park it out at my job sites, and as it gets filled up, we'll take it to the dump, and we can dump it. It's not going. I no longer have to pay that guy. Let's see how it looks. I no longer going to have to pay that guy $500 to dump. Now, you notice I said I no longer gonna have to pay that guy $500 to dump. This truck, let me turn it around, the camera around. I'm no longer gonna pay that guy, but I'm gonna pay myself $500 to dump it. So this truck right here, I'm actually gonna put it in my actual delivery business, up under my delivery business. I have a delivery install business, so this truck will go there. And I'm gonna do the same thing. That guy was charging me $500. Dumpster rentals was charging me $500 to dump. Well, Sneed Electrical and Appliance is gonna be charging Sneed RIH $500 to dump. So what I'm gonna do, every time I have to go dump this, I'm gonna charge my other business the same amount that they were charging me. That way I can get all my money back that I put into this truck. If I was to take this truck and actually put it into my real estate business name, I can only deduct two ways. And don't quote me on this. You need to talk to your, as I say, CYA, consult your accountant but I can only deduct the mileage or depreciate it. So it's only about $3,500 truck. So it's not much to depreciate $3,500. And because I'm just driving it and parking it, it's not going to be many miles, so I wouldn't get much of a write-off. But if I take this truck and put it in my other business name, and then I do the same thing as dumpster rentals, where I go out there every time I have to go dump it, I send my other business an invoice for $500. This truck right here now make me the same thing that dumpster was making them. And I can be able to take this truck to all my different houses. And the good thing about this truck too is that when the dumpster rentals, once they come and set the dumpster down, that's it. So one time the dumpster got set at the very end of my property because people's cars was in the way in the neighborhood, and we couldn't find out who owned the cars, and the guy had to get the dumpster off. So he set at the end of the property, and we was working at the front of the house. So what happened, it wore us out because we had to walk from one end of the property to the other end to dump trash. With this, I can park this right here anywhere, right there at the front doors I need to. And I can move it from different properties. And if it get to a point where I'm caught up and I don't need it, I got other friends that have the same problem with the dumpster rentals. I can take that truck and go park it over there at their place and charge them the same amount of fees. Say, hey, you can take the truck and go use it and pay me $250 a day, and you dump as much as you want and move it around as much as you want. So that's what I done. I came and bought this truck, and that's how I solved my problem that I was having with trash. And I'm going to now be able to make that money myself by charging myself the $500 every time I have to go dump it. And I'll be able to get all my money back for this truck. And then on top of that, I'll be able to depreciate it on the other side with Sneed Electrical and Appliance Service. So I get depreciation, and then I get the charge right off every time I go dump, just like it was at the just like I was still using dumpster rentals. So that's what a lot of business people do to get past some of the expenses. You can create your own little side, your own business to service another business. So that's what I've done. I got me a little dumpster rental business now to service my actual house business. So I don't have to pay anybody else to dump. I can pay myself to dump. So I just want to let y'all see that. And I'll probably come back again sometime next week, at the beginning of the week or the end of the week, after I got everything painted. I got everything done on it, and let you see the before and after, how this truck looked. And then I'm going to take it on down there to my houses and set it out. And we'll be back at the houses and rocking and rolling. Thank y'all for tuning in. You got any questions or concerns about my progress, please just email me or call me, and I'll try to answer them as best as possible. And thank y'all for tuning in. Bye.